Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 50th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 50th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 50th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 50th birthday, Star Trek. Happy 50th birthday, Star Trek. Live long and prosper.
Happy 55th birthday, Star Trek. Lying down on the job again. Well, that's Silly Shack for you. We're back. Engage. Another one. Why? Oh well. At least I get promoted in this one.
It was about time, wasn't it? And I'm not dead in this one. Oh, no, you're obviously not dead. Oh. Fascinating.
Yeah, so how did you come to be on here? I walked over from the set of the other show. Oh. Yeah, sure, why not? But in this show, I'm 30 years older than on the other show. How does that work? I have no idea. Well, it takes place 30 years later. Oh, well, that's a good enough explanation for me. Okay. Engage. Well, here we are on the bridge of my ship, the Chimera A. Some of the crew fell over, but I don't care. I'll deal with it later. And I'm a guest star in this. You know, nostalgia and all that.
I'm here to destroy and sabotage it. Ha ha ha. Yes. You know you like it. Cyrano. Yes, I do like it. Don't tell anybody. This is gonna be a long trip. Star Trek, Chimera spinoff, Starship Locations, Strange Worlds, starts filming in days and will be in production as the 55th anniversary of Star Trek rolls around. It's a Star Trek parody, Strange Worlds, and we are shooting the Tribble one, so we have to add one thing to this scene before we go for this little blurb. We have to add one important factor we forgot. There, okay. There it is. It's a Tribble. I hope it's Spade. I'm not Spade. Let us hope the Tribble is not delicious. There's a lot of me to go around, Mr. Rashenko. I play Jeremy Astor from The Next Generation. Yeah, so that's who I am. Well, I'm now an adult. I'm like 40, about 40, I guess. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering, I'm Tindy. Hi.
Miral Paris, who was actually someone else, but no, it's Miral Paris. I am playing Paris. And there's Paris and Locarno. Right. Yeah, since Bilana's not in it, it's actually not Bilana. It's supposed to be Molly O'Brien, and Kiriyoshi is this guy over here. Kiriyoshi O'Brien. Unless we want it to be it doesn't look. It's not a Dax though. Unless that's Molly O'Brien. Well, it could be one or the other. That's Kestra. She's now 16. Well, yeah, Kestra and Tam and Kestra. Kestra Riker. So yeah, we have
I'm trying to look cool under this hat. It's not working.
And I am Nog, Captain Nog. In the Ira Bear universe, I was killed on a space mission, his 8th season premiere, but it was dumb because my actual actor died. That was kind of tasteless. So Cal Cat and Mark's Cards decided, no, I'm alive, because obviously I'm going to be mentioned in the distant future. My name is going to be on a ship in 3189, so clearly I become famous somehow. So I have to be alive long enough to become famous somehow. So yeah, yes, it made sense at the time. Yes, it made sense at the time. Anyway, so I'm not cutting any of this. This is just stream of consciousness. Okay, here we have characters on the bridge. On the facsimile of the bridge, we have the tribble in the background. And yeah, so we're looking at the set. We have the Parises, and looks like we have. They're only separated because that's where I put them. They're not really separated. It's not a message. But putting these three up in the corner is kind of a little bit of a message in that that's supposed to be young Worf, but it's supposed to be Alexander Rashenko, who was only 11 when he was on Deep Space Nine flying on a ship. That's kind of unlikely, even for Klingons. So here he is 30-something, so yeah, makes sense. Yes, that was rather silly of Starfleet to do that. I shall give him a Worf voice, so he sounds like Worf a little bit. Yes. Yeah, but right now you look like you're puking. Yes. Too much blood wine. I thought it was the taco salad from last week. That too. Anyway, so yes, interesting camera angles here. Kind of can't do live. There's Alton Indigo Soon in the back, and that's either Neelix or somebody else. It could be that could be Mike or Jay or Rich from the other story. And that is Koloth and Cyrano Jones and the Tribble. The Tribble is ours. And from the David Gerald script, we are doing the Tribble one. We've called them the Triffles in the parody, but they're clearly Tribbles. We have lots of them in a bag. And lots of eyeballs and skeletal things in the bag. And there's a bunch of them. Cool. Okay, so yeah. A bunch of stuff here. I didn't do any making of because I wanted to build everything and have it done. The old set bottom totally works with these newer sets they fit on there. There's a gap back there, but you wouldn't see it if you were on the bridge because you would film it. If you were on the bridge, you would have something else back there, like a screen. Anyway, it wouldn't show the top, like on the classic show. You would never go up to the ceiling. Why would you film up there? Everybody's down here. Their eye level is roughly here, so you would never even be up there, ever. So it's fine. Then we have these. It's Picard show era, so you have hollow screens and things on the bridge instead of just regular screens. We can't simulate hollow screens, so the ingenious idea was to just say, oh, well, they sort of look kind of like they'd be holographic. Painting them bright colors and having them in the background. the like screen things on the walls, and it looks really cool. So it almost looks like it's 32nd century, but it's 2402. But yeah, everybody's Picard was 2399, so 3 years later. Yeah, and in honor of Lower Decks, and also the Gamelt script, which is hilarious, of which Lower Decks borrowed from the Cillian version of Tendi. They've got a Tendi, and there's the Tendi. There's she is. It's a Janeway that's been painted up, and she's the assistant to Dr. Tabby. Tabby's the doctor now. And here we have, a bunch of other guys. Jeremy Astor from Worf's brother, Bond brother from the story. So curiously, if he's his Bond brother, then his son, Alexander, would be Worf's son. Alexander Shenko would be his nephew, which would be interesting. So that comes up. Mainly the Rashenko and the other two, Kiriyoshi and the others become the main focus of the 7 stories, but for the pilot, it's an ensemble. Yeah. So you guys don't freak out and go like, no, it's like the He-Man thing where suddenly He-Man's not in it as much, and I really liked He-Man. And on this version, yeah, Paris is not in it that much. Just know that right away. We're not trying to hide the fact that Paris is not going to be in it that much. He didn't die or anything. He's just not in it that much. So it's not a Paris episode. It's about the other characters. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. So that's Seska. Cedo Jaxa. Cedo Jaxa. Also Lower Decks. So it's a tie-in because Lower Decks, the episode Cedo Jaxa. It's a Seska figure, but it's Cedo Jaxa, and she's been promoted, and she's now officially the commander, and Dax is the captain. Ezri's the captain, so this is the Aventine then. Yeah. This is not the Aventine, it's the Chimera. It's adventure class. It is related to the Aventine. I can show you briefly the ships, but I don't want to really show them too much. So we have shuttlecraft. So we have the shuttlecraft sitting here, and it's kind of in pieces, but it comes off, opens up, door, go inside the shuttle, has a back door. We'll have to look over the ships later, but we always wanted to build a shuttlecraft for the show, and now we have one. So, yeah, cool. We have, that is not in the show, and just as a gag, put that little little model, that's the scale, yeah, that's, holy shit, that thing is huge. It's a feature. No, it's kind of, yeah. No, that is the bioship from Robotech, the Robotech story, which is not yet written. And here we have the ships. The Emmett Till and the Chimera. I believe that's the Chimera and that's the Emmett Till. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, that's the Chimera up there, and that's the Emmett Till down there. I think that's what that is. Yeah. Anyway, we haven't seen them yet, but that's 2 new ships. So we're going to use some of the older ones, and this is the set. So, we are. That's the 4th, and we're literally days from shooting the very first scene.